that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
There you are, fishing buddy. I have an old friend from Oklahoma. He's a good old boy. And he was probably one of the top salesmen I've ever worked with. That guy could sell you your own shit back to you. And you're like, thank you. It's like, you already owned it, but you just paid more for it. Marshall Devaney, or as I used to call him, Marshall DeHooney. And Marshall would say some of the funniest shit to me. And he, when we first met, he called me Carl. He thought my name was Carl. And he kept asking like family members all the time, like, how's Carl doing? Finally, my ex-brother-in-law goes, who's the fuck is Carl? And why do you keep asking about him? He goes, you know, Carl, your brother-in-law. Because his name's Gary. But he called me Carl. He still calls me Carl to this day as a joke. And that's how he would greet me. He goes, how you doing there, fishing buddy? I always thought that was funny. I like that movie, and we will do that movie at some point, called Clay Pigeons. Ridley Scott produced it, and it was a film he didn't direct, thank God. And it's a really good film. I like it. Serial killer film that has a little bit of its tongue in its cheek. It's kind of funny, darkly funny. So, hi, Carl. Yeah, buddy. By the way, that's Carl with a C, my friend. Carl with a C.
Yeah, but the moment you marry Anima, you will be Germanized.
Germanized. So, but anyway,
Austrianized, you asshole.
I am so happy I'm not so sick today. I'm still sick, and I'm assuming it was the coof, but I didn't get a fever the whole time. I spent a week sick. It knocked me for a loop, man. And I gave this great description. By the way, I talked to them again last night about what I said, where I described like this great warrior that hung up his sword and then one day had to defend the village and pull out that sword and try to remember his skills as an old samurai. You know, I said, and how do I feel? Take away the whole samurai part. That's how I feel trying to get out of bed, fighting to just get out of bed. And it was a losing fight. I wrestled to get out of bed. There you go, Snort. Thank you. By the way, we have a friend of ours that's going to be joining the show here today that's normally with us, but it's a special little moment because we love, you know, it's something Keith and I have always loved doing, supporting local comic book shops. And we think it's important to do it. It's so important to support your local comic shop. And so our good friend, Stephen, also known as Deleted Scenes, is hanging out at Soundwave Comics in Somerville, South Carolina. So take it away, Stephen. What's going on there, my friend?
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I am at the Soundwave, actually, multimedia store, technically, is the name. And I am here in Somerville, about a half hour, 20 minutes or so away from where I live.
Don't tell them where you live. No, you've got a lot of stalkers, my friend.
Oh yeah, many stalkers, and you'd be amazed how many of them are furries.
Martin is a furry, and he's a stalker for you.
Oh,
Jesus!
Mary,
cut my. Cut the feed.
In the years that I have known you, you have talked so much shit about me, but this crosses the line. My sicarios will meet you. My sicarios will meet you. How dare you?
So let's see that banner out front there.
All right.
That's a really nice little banner. And this looks like a big store. It doesn't look tiny. Is that the guy that owns it there?
It's not a good likeness, but yeah, it is. I think it's supposed to be him. Yeah. Anyway,
Angry Comics.
Yeah. Angry. Well, seeing as that I do tend to be a fairly angry man myself, it makes sense. Okay. Here's a little. Here's a.
You're the
Well,
most
it's a.
amiable angry man I've ever met.
Oh, the one and only,
That
the true
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
That's right. And by the way, I wanted to point out that it is Wednesday, so they're going to be crazy busy. That is
Yeah. So we have to be in and out with this. So
just give us a quick little
it,
tour of. And what are you looking for? You're looking for indie comics? You were saying earlier.
I'm pretty much like an indie comic guy. I stay away from Marvel and DC now. It's just not my cup of tea. But all right, we'll go through the door real quick, and of course try and keep it down because we don't want to disturb the other.
This would be one of those great David Letterman moments where you get walked out and told to leave.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope they don't use tasers.
Okay. Do want to remind everybody, of course, Saturday is Batman Day. So, yeah. It's a sale.
And of course, that's Adam West Batman right there.
Mm-hmm. And
and Michael. Well, no, that's
that's Bale.
Batman.
That's
Is that Bale? Okay, Bale on one side and Adam West on the other. That's good.
Okay. So first, the sales is a guy dressed as Batman, who's going to pictures with the kids and all. And here the release wall, part of it anyway. First,
Hope you have some connection problems, buddy.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to cut it short, buddy. I'm sorry, your connection just the more you go into the store, the deeper you go, the worse the connection. So just go do your shopping and then show us what you got later. Okay, buddy? All right, man. Okay, so for those of you in the South Carolina area, that's a comic book shop you can go to. It's located in Somerville, South Carolina. Soundwave Comics and multimedia and other stuff. So,
and I think it's only fitting that at the end, Stephen was sounding like real Soundwave.
Yeah, Soundwave. That thing. It sounded like bad radio. Yeah, digital breakup.
Look who's here.
Hey, Zax is here. Snorty was first in the house. Bone has joined us, and Gambit, and of course Zax is here. So give him his video.
Hi, Zax.
Fuck you, Kyle. You're a piece of shit.
There's one. Who else? Well, nothing. Nobody else with a dedicated video has shown yet. So we'll be waiting.
All right. So basically, I just saw Bone has joined us here, and he is Batman.
They are Batman.
I am Batman. I couldn't tell what his avatar was when it's small. So
it's
there,
a little cat, which reminds me a lot of my cat Canelo.
Yeah.
And yes, I introduced Anima to one of my favorite Redford films. To be honest with you, my two favorite Redford films were the films he did with Paul Newman. And if you didn't know this, back in 2004, they did an impromptu thing to support a local playhouse where it's the two of them on the phone with each other. They're on stage together, but acting like they're calling from different locations. And it was funny. And Redford actually does a couple of quotes from the movie in while they're talking. It was great. People don't know just how big that movie was for Redford and how important it was. It was so important getting to play that character that he named his film festival after the guy, the Sundance Film Festival. He loved doing that movie. He got so excited when they did The Sting, and we kept waiting. They're going to do another movie because they're best friends. They love hanging out together, love making movies together. It just never happened, and it's sad. But maybe they made their third film to complete their trilogy somewhere in the afterlife. So here's hoping. But absolutely loved. We watched Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And Anima, what did you think of that movie? Did you enjoy that?
I loved it. Great movie. Sad ending though.
Yeah, it's a true story for the most part, but they really did change a lot of stuff in there. And the fact is, it is controversial. Not whether they died, but if they died there. There's no proof they died there. No evidence. No DNA from the graveyard ever found. And but there's no proof that they didn't die. They just disappeared. And there are those that knew them said that they received letters and postcards later. But
so the Schrodinger bandits.
Yeah, they're
kind of.
Yeah, Schrodinger's cat bandits, cat burglars, cat thieves. But thank God they weren't cat jugglers. They're the worst. That's Steve Martin. But absolutely, Gambit. Look, I never really much cared for Redford's politics, but I always considered him basically a soft liberal, not hardcore. But boy, he sure liked working with big time lefties, commies, actual card carrying commies. Like Will Geer was one. He was a big commie, and absolutely went to his death being a big communist supporter. And but damn it, if he wasn't a good actor, but I still couldn't stand him as a person. But what always pissed me off about Will Geer was that he played Grandpa Walton, one of the most wholesome, most patriotic guys in the world, you know. And Will Geer played the part really well, but he was so opposite of that guy in real life.
It's called acting.
Yeah, he's a good actor. But I love the movie Butch and Sundance because the movie is also about the end of the West, and it's what makes it so hard when you watch it is like when that movie ends, it's telling you that was the death of the Old West, and the New World was chasing them throughout the movie and whittling them away to where they couldn't go here, they couldn't go there, they had to leave the country, and finally at the end of the movie, they're like, let's go to Australia. You know,
Look,
and Redford is so good in that role because he gets irritated with him. You know, he's like, I can't swim. I don't care about the ocean.
You get the same feeling that you get in Dances with Wolves. The West is about to end.
Yeah, and I'm just so fond of that movie, and it is a modern Western. Somebody tried to call it a neo-Western. I said, no, not really. It's not, because neo-Westerns are more like movies that look like a Western, act like a Western, but are modern films. And those are called neo-Westerns. Like this movie, Wind River, is a neo-Western. And I like those kinds of films, but they're a different kind of animal. Modern Westerns, or what, I don't know what to call it. It's the, I've heard it referred to as where they, not reimagining, what's the word I'm thinking of, Martin, here? Revisionist Western. Western. And I don't agree with that terminology either, because revisionist means that you're taking a whole different look on it. It's like, no, not really, because I still consider it a good Western. It just shows you another side to things that maybe you didn't get shown back when movies needed to be more G-rated. By 1968, you know, society began to understand and accept our level of movies, especially Westerns. We had one of my favorites was Sam Peckinpah's The Wild Bunch, you know, and I don't consider them revisionist Westerns. They're just Westerns that have an edge. that show you a little more realism in how people were, that there's a lot of shades of gray out there. A lot of those good guys that you like were shades of gray. They're still
Everybody
good
shades of
guys.
gray.
Yeah, everybody is capable of being a shade of gray. And absolutely. I just watched
Is
this
that-
movie a few months ago, really enjoyed it.
Why don't you join us?
Well,
He
So that-
doesn't want to join us. He's busy with his life.
Don't be too cool for us, Zax.
He's too cool
no,
for us.
he doesn't want to join us. He has self-respect.
He has self-respect.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Okay, Sax.
Oh,
So about that comment, Sax. I saw it last week for the first time, and enjoy is not a word that I use. I liked it very much, but I did not enjoy it. My God, that movie crushed my soul.
oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's one of those films that's it really, you feel kind of good at the end of the movie because your two main heroes are still alive. You lost a few guys. I got angry when that deputy died because he warned them. He says, "Why are you trying to come around my side? Why are you flanking me?" And nobody's paying attention.
and
Why was he flanking him?
When he finally holstered the gun, he tells to her, "You didn't see it. You're not seeing this." Yeah, he knew they were going to be wasted.
Yeah, he knew they were going to try to kill him. He knew it, and it breaks the heart because one of the reasons we're doing this film, of course, is for Graham. That's in it. He plays the police chief in it.
Yeah, and gets killed too. Oh my, that.
Oh,
Yeah,
he gets
that
smoked.
shootout, man.
Well, I told Anima this is in my top 10 list of best realistic shootouts.
I was there when you made that list. I saw all the shootouts. You showed me every single one of them.
And I'm like, they blow me away when you see somebody take the time to be realistic with a shootout, what happens and how fucking fast it happens.
Yeah. I get excited every time we watch a movie that has one of the 10 shootouts because I've seen the shootout. I haven't seen the movie. So,
and cool. Ironically, though it's one of my favorite Westerns ever made, Tombstone is not on my favorite shootout films because I didn't feel it was all that realistic with the way they did it. It was good, but it was not realistic.
And there's only 10 spots on that list, so
yeah. My top 10
change
list
the fact that it's your favorite Western.
And what it kills me is like I'll put my top 10 list and they'll go, "Why is it that movie on there?" Because I said that's your top 10 list, not mine.
Exactly.
This is my top 10 list. Show me yours. I don't mean your penis. The top 10 list.
Jesus.
But
bye monetization. It was not
hey, I didn't use a dirty word. I used the biological term.
What are you going to do? People think their opinion should be uniform.
Yeah. And revisionist is what they get called a lot of the time, Gambit, and I don't agree with that name. I don't consider Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid a revisionist Western. It's pretty much trying to tell you what happened. And even though they took some liberties with that movie, because it wasn't a fucking restaurant, it was a fucking house they got trapped in. I'm at the bus stop waiting for my kiddo, wife's birthday, which is why I streamed yesterday instead of tonight. Oh, there you go, buddy.
Hello, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
And that's good. I think that's wonderful, Penny. That's a good kind of busy. I
think it's wonderful how involved she is with the grandkids.
You damn Skippy. But Animal would know that what?
I don't know.
Oh, that it's his wife's birthday? No, how would I? Oh, dude, fuck off. You stream when it's 4 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
I'm totally in the wrong time zone for your live streams.
Oh,
I keep getting gifted memberships. It sucks because they are no use to me.
Hey, Gary. Before we go into this movie and talking about crossover of genres with Western and shit, I saw for the first time this Sunday. I saw Sisu, and that is I
The
had
first one.
problems. Huh? Yeah, the first
one.
one. The
Okay.
second one is not out yet. So I had problems categorizing that movie, and I finally got to go to. It's a western about a Viking warrior during World War II.
Yeah,
That's it.
but it's there is a
Okay.
guy that did stuff like that, by the way, historically.
Now,
But
wait.
I put this up there. I really want to just get this out of the way because I've been holding off commenting on this. Will Gear was a real left winger, is really underplaying it. He was an actual card carrying communist. He's beyond left wing. He is way up there. He's a total fucking pinko red, whatever you want to call it. So absolutely snort. He was a problem. And he is an example of the problem with Hollywood. Okay, now Martin, go ahead.
Well, about Sisu is the last thing I'm gonna say is the movie is bullshit from beginning to end, but it's glorious bullshit. I
It's
love every
I watched
second
it.
of it.
The violence is so
Okay.
over the top ridiculous, but I still enjoyed the crap out of it because guess
Yes,
what?
yes,
It's
I
fun
can.
watching, Krauts from World War II getting smoked. It's fun.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the second part.
I
And
don't understand what the sequel's going to be about because he got his gold. He got his
well,
fucking gold. It's
maybe something like John Wick. So somebody in the bank got away with his gold. He's chasing them. Now,
we're going to find out soon.
yeah, about the carrying card from the CE party. You know that when celebrities they get some renown, the party tell them, do not register, do not let them know that you are really one of us.
Yep. It's because I told people after the communist witch hunts of the late 40s going into the 50s, they changed tactics and they decided to go the passive way, which is through education. And they very directly began to infiltrate into our colleges and public school systems. And what happened was they had to wait for all the old school teachers to retire. And that's when things really went high gears in the mid 80s to late 80s, when all those old teachers were retiring. By the 90s, it was, I would say, predominantly lefties in the public school system. And that's when it happened. So if you don't know what the Alto Nights is, it's a film released this year. Alto Nights? What is this? Do you know what he's talking about, Martin?
Nope.
Let me go look it up real quick.
Apparently, it's a movie that he doesn't like. I don't know why he's bringing it up though.
Oh, it's got De Niro in it, so I'm not going to fucking watch it. Oh, that's the movie where he plays two characters in it. I'm like, oh, he's doing an Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Fucking De Niro. I can't stand that guy. I like his old movies. I think the last movie with him that I really enjoyed was the one with Jean Reno. Ronin. I like that movie. Directed by not William Friedkin. Who directed that movie?
Oh, I can't remember.
It's a big director. One of my favorite directors. John Frankenheimer. And it's a screenplay by one of my favorite writers, David Mamet. And I just love that fucking movie. And De Niro, his personality and shithead attitude could not ruin that fucking movie for me. And what a great cast. Jean Reno, Natasha McElhorn, Stellan Skarsgård, the father of the other Skarsgårds that are famous now.
Yeah, but I think Heat came out after that. Am I right?
What?
Heat.
Hit?
Which one was
Heat.
Heat?
It was before that.
Oh, Heat was before. Hmm.
Yeah, Heat came out in 95, didn't it? 96, yeah. So it came out 3 years before. Or 2 years. 2 years before Ronin. And I love Heat. Heat's a great film. De Niro started showing his public attitudes about things in the 2000s, and that's when I stopped liking him. I'm like, man, just keep it to your fucking self, man. I hate it that way people want to talk about their politics in public all the time, celebrities. It's like it makes it harder on their films to make money when they do that. By the way, I love this guy. Fuck, dude. If you don't know what happened to him, he almost got killed 2
It's a
years ago.
real life hero.
He fucking risked his life to save his nephew because he had a bobcat out there for snow, and it went off the rails, and the kid almost got pulled up underneath it, and he jumped out, knocking the kid out of the way, and took the brunt of those tracks, and it crushed him.
He almost lost one leg.
Yeah. And the guy's still with us, thank God. And people don't know how ballsy he is. He did this movie called Tag, the assassin game. And it was a comedy, a buddy film about him and his, it's a true story about a bunch of guys that play tag, where they try to assassinate each other. And he plays the main guy. And he wanted to do this stunt where he goes through a window on a stack of chairs and rode it all the way down. And he took it down and broke both his arms doing it. And it's in the film. And the rest of the time he had to wear special casts that they were able to hide his broken wrists. He's a gutsy dude, man. He's a gutsy dude. I like this guy. And he came up through comedy, man. I knew him for comedy. You know, and Mac and I were fans of this guy before anybody knew who the hell he was. And like Jeremy Renner, man, came up through comedies, like National Lampoon level shit. And then like he did this one film called The Town with Ben Affleck. And he plays the character, his friend that gets smoked. He takes the heat so his friend can get away. And he gets killed. Really good fucking movie. They tried to turn him into an action star. And I think they made some missteps with his career. And I'm glad he recovered from it. Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, The Bourne Legacy, where he was going to take over the Bourne character, but he's not Bourne. So why is it called Bourne? It made no sense to me. But when you come down to it and you look at some of the shit that he did early on, like The Town, great film. But you go back to The Hurt Locker, another film that all my military vets buddies and I went and watched that movie and laughed at it. It was so bad. People were like, that's a good war movie. And I'm like, you didn't serve, did you? No. Then I expect you to say that because you don't fucking know how stupid some of the shit they showed in that movie is.
Now, the first time I saw Renner was in SWAT, and he was that was
another small part. He was a supporting character in that as a villain. He's actually in 28 Weeks Later, and he's in SWAT. He plays the bad guy. A film that kind of changed things for him to get out of comedy was a really bad horror film about Jeffrey Dahmer, where he played Jeffrey Dahmer in a movie called Dahmer. He was trying to get away from comedy, and he was really like fighting. But his first fucking movie, 1995, man, National Lampoon's Senior Trip. And I thought he was hilarious in that fucking movie. I'm like, this guy's got skill. And I like it when like my dad or my friends and I spot an actor and we're like, this guy's gonna go places. And what's funny is they try to get him to go places and they try to take him in the wrong direction. And that's what Mission Impossible did, and that's what Bourne Legacy did. They tried to take him in the wrong direction. He finally stepped up and took over his own management, and he's done a very fucking good job. Doing movies like this is better for him.
Yep. He's an incredible dramatic actor. Man, don't waste your time trying to do anything else.
That's right. Thank you, Vinkman's Girl. I really appreciate it. I am feeling better today. I still feel sick, but I feel a lot better. I love when he shows up at the house. She is so. What was your victim this week? He looks like me, because he can tell by the look that he's about to pay a price for something that he pissed her off for.
Yeah, and she's not too happy that he's taking his kid to the reservation because it's not a really safe place.
They had another kid together, and she died.
I know.
And that is part of the driving force of this story of why he's doing what he's doing. And he works for games and
Animal Control.
Animal Control. And the fact is in the movie, they make him out to be an agent. But that changed in 1985 in Wyoming and basically all those states, that the guys that go out to do what he does is actually works with the games department. And so he's not an agent. He works for games, Animal Control. I give Gary $5 here, and another day would talk gay. If I give Gary $5 another day,
he wants to know if we're still doing that thing when you get.
I get it. Okay, now I get it, Tim. I get it.
You really need an interpreter for all this shit, Gary.
Yeah, I want to do that when I'm feeling good. But if you are trying to say you want me to owe you being gay? Yeah, you can do that. And whenever you want, you just got to remind Anima, Martin, and me that I owe you 5 minutes of being really uber gay. I might even do German gay, because like talk like this, it's like sometimes I need a big cook.
Please don't. Give him his video, please.
Yeah.
There's some pictures of civilian casualties.
Fuck you, Tim.
Oh man.
Late.
The fight itself was still a lot of fun to watch, but it was so politically fucking motivated. It was annoying. We're going to throw in our opinion on that country that starts with a U and a K that I don't want to say because I don't know if YouTube still punishes us. Mephisto
I
says
couldn't believe when they did the toast in the show to that country. I'm like, that was not needed.
Absolutely. This is one of my favorite Jeremy Renner films. It really is. I love the guy. I will watch a movie with him in it just because he's in it. Like if they brought him, I watched the TV show Hawkeye. I knew what they were going to do. I knew it was going to be a bait and switch. I didn't care. I wanted to watch him. I love the guy. I like this kid that plays his son in this. It's really good. It's very reminiscent of the same kind of character that you see in Yellowstone with the one son who's got a son who's half white, half American Indian.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. It's been so long since I've watched Yellowstone.
I love that show until the last 2 seasons, and then I just lost interest in it. This is what we were talking about before the show, because Taylor Sheridan is one of those guys that I expect to be above hubris, and he's not. And he has sabotaged his own shows. He wrote for a show and helped as a producer on a show that I think is garbage, that's beneath him in the military, called Lioness. They took a real story and fucked it up instead of trying to be realistic. Because it's a real story. It really happened, but not the way they show it. It's bullshit. Is there a Robert Redford film in the pipe? Yeah, absolutely. This Friday, we are doing a Robert Redford film. Martin, what movie is it that we're doing Friday?
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah.
No. Maverick is on Friday.
No, we switched.
Not anymore.
Postponed last week's shows.
I switched it. I told you I was switching it so we could do it. And oh, hey, it's Graham Greene.
Hi, Ben.
My favorite American Indian actors. I love that
He's
guy.
mine too now.
Broke my heart that he died, and that's why we're doing this movie. The next week we're going to be doing Maverick, and Maverick because he's in Maverick. He's got a great character in that one. He plays an American Indian con man who works with Maverick to help con people out of their money. It's great.
I love that movie. It's so much fun.
But yes, Friday we're going to be doing Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. Next week we're probably going to do The Sting, and I am really wanting to also do within the next week Jeremiah Johnson, even though Will Gear is in it. I don't like that cocksucker.
We don't have a slot for that, Gary. We have to do Maverick and
I love it when somebody tells me we can't do something and then I do it.
No, I mean, we have Military Monday. I'm assuming that's not a military film. You just said you're doing this thing. That's Wednesday. Friday is
Technically, no, it is a military film. It is a military film. He's a military veteran, the character. Liver Eaton Johnson, Jeremiah Johnson, was a Civil War veteran who wanted to get away from the world after seeing war up close and personal. Absolutely. It's about post-traumatic stress and about going someplace to find peace and having to fucking use conflict again because he goes to war on a specific tribe and because they killed the woman he loved. So absolutely, there are some movies in the pipeline, Tim. Absolutely. And as far as Redford's politics, I could care less. But I've always felt that way with him too, because I know he's a liberal, but he really wasn't a fucking asshole about it. Unlike some other celebrities that he, rubbed elbows with. So I've always liked him. Same thing with Paul Newman. Paul Newman, kind of wore his politics on his sleeve, but he was never abrasive about it. And I liked that. I respected guys like that because they were real men first. And I love that they weren't afraid of that. Also, both men were military veterans. And so I admired that about him. She is such a pretty actress. You know her also from Yellowstone. And she was a controversial actress because she's Asian, playing American Indian. And there was a little bit of controversy, but it kind of died down. And I just think people just didn't care. What do you think of that, Martin?
You was Asian?
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were some people that threw a fit at first, and then it just sort of died down. And it's like, I guess
she looks the part.
Because the American Indian groups didn't give a shit. I didn't hear one legit group take offense to this, her playing an American Indian. Because I think even one of them even said, well, we all know that our tribes were a mixture of different races. And one of them were the Asians coming across the Bering Strait and coming into the Americas. And it's like, yeah, no shit. That's why they kind of some of them have a real Asian look to them. It just happens. And it's forever. Yeah, we can pop that down. Because I've always felt that way too with Redford. I've always liked Redford. And I like the fact that he was a big supporter of independent film. I think that he Hollywoodized it, which is why South Park made fun of Redford. But I think he took that on the chin and kind of tried to change things and focus more on independent film and less Hollywood movies being thrown at as indie films that weren't. There's Graham Greene. What a great fucking actor this guy is. And it always bothered me because I didn't think he got the career he deserved.
Yeah.
Negative. You are incorrect.
What?
Snort's incorrect. He was listening to Anima and we corrected Anima. No, the 19th is going to be a Redford film.
That's what
That is
he's
what
saying.
saying.
Yeah.
So the
He's
show on
not
the 19th
incorrect.
is going to be
Oh,
a
yes,
Redford.
instead of Maverick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that you
That's-
switched it.
Yep, absolutely. And Paul Newman, other than Steve McQueen, you didn't get much more cool than Paul Newman. And what I loved about Paul Newman, he was Tom Cruise before Tom Cruise. In fact, he was an inspiration for Tom Cruise. If you didn't know that, historical fact, that Tom Cruise's passion for starting to do shit like doing his own stunts started with Paul Newman. And he made that little film, the sequel to, oh my God,
The
Minnesota
Hustler.
Fats movie, The Hustler. Thank you. And it's a good film. I think it's better than a lot of people give it credit for. I think it's actually a good film. And Tom Cruise's character is kind of an asshole, but he gets humbled and becomes a decent character. That's his arc in that story. The lead scene starring Stephen Otten, Graham Greene was like Gene Hackman. He was good in everything. Yeah, yeah. And I think just like Gene Hackman got kind of abused by Hollywood. And finally he said, fuck you. And he's just started taking movies that gave him a good payday, that were fun. He stopped trying to do films, trying to get an Oscar. He just stopped caring. And he realized, why do I give a shit about this? And Graham Greene is one of those actors that, because he was American Indian, he was only getting cast in movies where they had American Indian characters in it. That's fucked up. You know, you can't have a character that you maybe saw as white or black or Asian go, well, you know what? This character would work as an American Indian. We should do that. Hollywood loves to fucking act like they're superior, and they're as racist as any fucking buddy. I consider them far more racist than most companies in the world.
Oh, especially now. Yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen, despite some of the stupid shit she has said occasionally, I really like her. I think she's sort of based. She says some stupid shit now and again, but overall, I think she's a very based person. And I like her acting. I think she's really a good actor.
That's all I care about. She's a really good actor.
And what's really kind of cool is she and Renner are close friends. They used to be neighbors. Not a lot of people know that. They lived close, and they were spending a lot of time together to where, like, there were rumors that and it's like, no, there's nothing. It's just, we are really good friends. And he was into another woman and she was into another dude, but they just loved hanging out together. And I like that. And you can see that kind of connection they have in this role. And it really makes for good romantic feelings, even though they don't go overboard with anything like that in this movie. But by the end of this film, you can tell these two have feelings for each other beyond just friendship.
Yeah.
There's
Really? I didn't see that.
there's
It's
yeah.
there. Yeah.
it's there. And that scene in the hospital at the end, oh yeah, it's there.
Oh shit. Yeah.
He's letting her know that he likes her in his own fucking way, because he's a cowboy. And I like that Taylor Sheridan is really good about writing about these kinds of characters because he lived that life. You know, he was a real cowboy.
This scene, because he's having a relatively good time with the sheriff, and when he turns, he sees her in her daughter's outfit, and you can see how he crumbles.
Yeah, people who've never seen this movie should see this movie. It is far better than what you think it is, because it's a punch in the face is what this movie is. It's that punch in the face you fucking needed to wake up.
This is one of those movies that you have to watch twice, because
because you miss shit.
No, it's not that.
There's things that happen that you don't realize until later, and then you go, wait a minute, and then you go back. You see,
and
you
then you
miss them.
see, oh yes,
holy shit! You watch it the second time, it's like, oh man, that was here. That was at this moment. Yeah, it's definitely one of those, Martin. I wholly agree. I think this is a wonderful film, much better than it got treated. Although it's really got a good rating out there. I mean, up on IMDb, it's carrying a 7.7. It's damn near an 8. And
yeah, it was in my top 5. I love this movie. It's
modern westerns. I consider it a neo-western, and I like neo-westerns because just for shits and giggles, I'm working on really what is going to be the final scene in book 1 because I'd drawn so many pages now, I had to split it into 2 books. Nobody could afford the book. I couldn't afford to print it if it was big as it is. So it's had to be split up. And so I got to add a scene in that really shows you it's kind of a modern neo-western because I have a shootout in a Irish pub bathroom. And it's like out in the middle of the street shootout. Who's going to draw first? I even drew, Anima, you liked that shot, didn't you? Where you see them standing at the length of the bathroom.
Yeah.
And clearly this is about to be a shootout. Because I love Westerns. People don't know. A lot of the modern situations are very similar to what happens in Westerns. Because people don't change. Situations don't change. What changes is how things look. And that's it. It's optics, pure optics. And I like it when a film director and writer get it and do that. Gosh, she's so pretty. I don't know what it is. I don't think that girls with downset eyes, because their eyes drop down on the outside. But there's just something about her. It's just very pretty. I think she's way prettier than her sisters.
Really?
I
don't find any of them pretty. Any of those.
Yeah, I don't like any of the Olsen girls except for her.
And
I like her.
Not even her. I don't consider her to be pretty.
I do.
Okay, let's cut Martin's mic right now.
Yeah, we can fire him. You're fired.
Okay.
All right. See, I like that line right there. I can guarantee she ran further because she went pretty far before dying. And this is the horrifying part when you find out what really killed her is that it was so fucking cold her lungs froze inside her body and she drowned in her own blood.
Yeah, because the little bubbles that you have in your lungs, they just burst.
Alveoli.
You don't survive that.
Alveoli, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to confuse
that
people
shit
by
has to
using
be
big
so
words.
painful.
Oh, yeah. You see that later when he has the guy run.
Before the suffocation, the pain. Damn.
I mean, drowning in your own blood is fucking horrifying.
And by the way, I'm pausing here for a reason because this is something that my dad and I tried early on, and I couldn't figure out how we could make it cost effective doing it because I felt we spent less money buying reloads ourselves from somebody else than trying to do our own reloads. It wasn't cost effective, but I get it when people do it, when they're going to do it in mass. But there's a website, by the way, I wanted to share with everybody. Let me get into the private chat here so I can copy this. If you want to know things about weapons that are used in movies, this is the website to go to. It's the Internet Movie Firearm Database. And it's very good. It's done by guys that know their shit when it comes to firearms. And they explain things. And this actually has a great explanation about this film and the weapons that are used in it. And by the way, one of the rifles he uses in this film was a rifle I owned. It was a Marlin. And that's the lever action you see him use at the end of the movie. and it's a powerful fucking weapon. And he adds extra grain to his loads. And it's one thing if you know anything about how to do a load, you spot in this scene that he puts extra powder in there, extra grain. And
phrasing.
What was that?
That was the phrasing soundbite.
Yeah, but for what?
I didn't understand. Oh, extra load. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So I get it now. Took me a second. Like, what the fuck did I say that? Oh, yeah. So Wind River has some great weapons in it. So let's start with the pistol that Olsen's character carries is standard issue Glock 17. Law enforcement, federal agents, you'll see him carrying those things. Not a big fan of it myself. Not a big fan of the Glocks. I just don't like ceramic weapons. I prefer my weapons to be metal. You see also some of the other cops are carrying the 17 as well. So they're showing that pretty realistically. Graham Greene, on the other hand, carries a beautiful Smith & Wesson 1911 45 E series. Beautiful weapon. His in particular has a special rail on the bottom so he can mount like lasers or flashlights on it. And that's a beautiful weapon he's got in this film.
Now, I wouldn't mind 1911 with a ceramic barrel. Better resistance to heat. So you could have more sustained fire.
Yeah. Now, the other guys that are the security for the oil rig, they carry the H&K USP, which is a 9x19 millimeter handgun. It's an okay weapon. You got to shoot a guy more with them is why I don't like them. But you get guys that get wad cutters on these things, and the goal of that is to flatten the round out so it hits with more impact as it goes through the body and does damage. But I'm like, just get a higher caliber round, like a 45. And 45, one shot, they're down. Nobody's fucking going to get up. I got winged. Even if you get winged with that, there's bones broken. 45 is a hell of a weapon. That's why you'll hear Don Ecker and I talk about it all the time.
Oh, look at this.
What's this?
Really?
What would the story be?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a one and done game, but I don't think I'd want to see a sequel to that. I think it's leave it alone. It's a perfect film.
Maybe he's got a tip on the death of his own daughter.
Oh, but I kind of liked that it left that.
That's not a story I want to see. I'm sorry.
It's what drove him. It's what drove him to solve this and save the day, and that's all he needs to know. Some mysteries just don't get solved in life,
and it doesn't bring her back or anything. She's gone.
And that's that's another important
thing is closure.
Thing in my story is there's a line in there where the guy goes, "What? You want to shoot out with me?" He says, "That's not going to bring that kid back." He tells him it's not going to bring the kid back, but he says, "That's not why I'm doing it." And finally, he delivers the line after he shoots the guy. He's laying there bleeding out on this ceramic floor. He says, "Karma's a motherfucker."
Yep.
It's not about bringing the kid back. It's about making you pay not for what you didn't do, or not for what you did, but for what you didn't do. And that's what he's blaming him for, because it's because of your inaction that kid died. And so he blamed him for it. And you have to read the book to get what I'm even talking about.
Yeah, that is a commonly used expression that I have never gotten. If doing that is not going to bring X person back, that is never the motive. Of course,
it's never the motive.
You just want revenge. That's it.
Yeah, I'm killing you because karma needs to sort you out. And he could, because I look at characters. By the way, I'm paused here because I fucking love that fat belly he's got there. I fucking love it. I love Graham Greene so much, man. He's like, fuck it. I'm an old fat cop.
My favorite character so far was the one he plays in Maverick.
Oh, he's great in that as a con man.
Absolutely.
He says, he cons the Russian out of $2,000 and lied to Maverick by telling him first he's got him up from $500 to $1,000 when he got $2,000 because he's going to keep $1,000.
No.
Yeah.
I got him for $500, $250 for me and $250 for you. God damn it.
He's conning his buddy, it's fucking.
And then
great.
Maverick uses the whole situation, pretending to be an officer, about that Indian murder that you committed.
Oh, on the boat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie. I can't wait to talk about it.
Basically, I heard you killed an American Indian. What? No. Okay. And
we know everything about that murder.
That's the Beast Raban.
Yeah, that's Beast Raban. That's Paul Smith, man. Also known as Bluto from Popeye with Robin Williams. I fucking love that guy.
He's large.
Yes. And large.
And large. Large. The way she said it's funny. But I can list it as a homicide because it's important.
She is so not incompetent, but she doesn't have a lot of experience. She just happened to be the nearest agent to that murder, and she is completely lost.
Yep. Now, I want to point something out. Somebody brought up karma again. Is in the military, we had two turns of phrase about karma. Karma is a real motherfucker, or karma is a motherfucker. Or you better watch out for that fucking karma boomerang. And that was, you would warn people before they did something stupid.
I coined a phrase that is an amalgamation of those two. Karma is a boomerang shaped bitch.
Absolutely, Vincent. She's out of her element. She's not even dressed properly when she shows up. She doesn't know what she's doing.
She was in fucking Vegas.
Her job was to go there to decide if it's a crime and whether it's a federal crime or what. That's all she needed to do. But she gets she gets in way over her head. And if not for Jeremy Renner's character, she'd be dead. And that's why when he's being nice to her in the hospital, he's being nice because she knows she'd be dead if not for him.
I think he also has some respect for her because, she doesn't know anything. She doesn't even know that she needs proper clothes to go out there because he tells her, it's, I forgot how cold out there. You wouldn't even make it there in the cold. You'd be dead by the time we reach the girl.
Vincent,
but
I don't see this character.
Yeah, I don't agree with that because she's a fuck up. She's written as a person that is way in over her head.
But she's learning and she's trying so hard and she's fighting for it to be a homicide.
But the thing is, she is in over her head. And I don't think anywhere in that script it tries to play her as anything other than a character in over their head. And
she asks for his help.
She needs his help because without his help, well, in the end, she'd be dead. Period. She walked up to a fucking door and stood in front of the door.
And that was stupid. Yeah.
You don't do that.
No. But I think what earns her his respect is she could have had it easy and just say, okay, so you can't say it was a homicide because she died from the blood in her lungs. Okay, that's it. And I'm out. She's not, because she knows that girl was basically murdered by the people who had her run out there in the first place. Bare feet and all.
Yeah, and the doctor knows it too. The coroner knows it. But he said, my hands are tied. The cause of death is that. I can... Oh, man, this poor guy. Oh.
Well, the way I look at this, Vincent, and by the way, hi. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Basically, the way I see that is Taylor Sheridan checking the box off, but writing in a way that's more realistic. Another great actor that you know from the TV series Yellowstone. This gentleman right here, great fucking actor. And I don't think he stole the show. I think that he was written that way, that he is the real hero of this story. Jeremy Renner character is the hero of the story.
She's only a vehicle that allows him to do what he wants to do.
That's right. She's a device within the story.
Yeah, because when he's talking to this guy, he said, "Now, so you're just taking her to point to point." It's a well, that's what they went to me for, but it's not what I am doing.
So here you go. This is why this film works, because that part of the country is cut off during that part of the year. And that's why the story works. If not for that, this story wouldn't make sense. That part of the world is cut off from the rest of the country. It's its own little fucking world. And the place is scary, and it's an easy place to fucking die. The people that live there have to be hard. And she is not. She is soft. And she's too dumb for her own good, too naive. And if not for those around her, she would have died pretty early in the story.
And she knows that. She knows that.
Yep.
Her character grows.
And it is kind of a revenge film, but it's not, because it's not his revenge. He avenges his friend. That's what he did. He avenges his friend.
With the help of the Avengers.
Yeah, with the other Avengers. That's right.
Yeah.
This is the best Hawkeye movie ever.
Yes.
Well, this is the running movie that we didn't have. Ronin, his character, when his daughter gets snapped.
Ronin, yeah. You're right.
I think one of my favorite moments in the film is when one of the young Indians that he's arresting got in the vehicle, says, because of the daughter you can't protect. He fucking slams that guy's face into the dash.
Yeah.
That's not one of those rubber vinyl dashes. That's a fucking real dashboard.
And he said, you don't get to talk about that.
You don't get to talk about that.
And I like that he only snaps in the movement, but after he smashes and talk to him, he's again cool.
That's it. That is her learning point. And I think it's important, because the one thing too many women have learned the hard way, because there's a video that came out about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It shows like 5 female cops trying to arrest one guy, and they can't fucking do it.
No.
And I think it was Los Angeles. I think it was LA. Yeah. And it just, it's sad, tragic, and comical all at the same time. That they keep thinking that they can do the same thing a guy can do. And it's like, no, you can't, because you lack something we have: upper body strength and mass. And we're made for different things. And but women keep wanting to buy the.
That's it, exactly. You have to know what you're good at and what you just can't pull off. Yeah.
I have still not seen the movie yet, The Ballerina, but I was told that I will like it, because she tells, stop trying to fight like a man and fight like a woman. Weapons are important, you know, and
weapons,
I'm like,
and play dirty.
Fight dirty.
You have to cheat.
You have to cheat to be a woman to survive in a fight. That's why I
it's not just limitations, Scary. We have advantages too.
I got attacked on X a few weeks back by, I would guess, close to about 500, 600 people. They were just trolling. And I finally just deleted the comment and reposted it again, because I'm like, I got to get these guys off my fucking news feed, because I don't give a shit what they're saying to me. I don't care. It was just annoying me that I couldn't get to people I wanted to read, because they're
spamming.
Fucking
what is annoying is the spamming.
That's all it is. It's spamming. And so I deleted it, reposted it again, and keep my shit down. I don't really want a lot of people interacting with me because I only like the people I'm friends with. I have my pages set because it's got people blocked. Nobody's blocked. I just have it set to only people I follow can respond to me. And I don't follow people that just agree with me. I have a lot of people that don't agree with me, but I know will be respectful when they argue with me and not be trolls. And I like that. I prefer that. But I was told in Ballerina that they taught her to fight that way. And I'm like, good, because that's a woman's only chance. That's why I hate that movie, Atomic Blonde. Oh, it's just fantasy. It's fantasy played out like realism. And if you're going to bother with any physical realism, you have to deal with the physics. And if you have a 145-pound woman kick a 200-pound man and he goes flying backwards while she just stands there, I call bullshit. And I can't enjoy it because you're defying the basic laws of physics. So what was this? Ballerina is just more of a girl. Yeah, it's more of a girl boss stuff. But I don't have a problem with girls doing combat, but do it realistically. Don't be fucking stupid with it. That's where I have a problem. That's when they're girl bosses. When you see them doing things that a real human being couldn't do, a real woman couldn't do, I've got a problem. So when you go to a door, you always stand to one side of the door.
Oh, yeah.
One of the first lessons you learn in door approaching is law enforcement.
And I mean, he calls out to the guy inside, you have a federal agent outside of your door. And she doesn't step away the moment she hears that.
Standing in front of your door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving away a position.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've checked out the website occasionally. It's a great one.
The one with the guns.
Fire. Yeah, it's a great website.
I got to agree with you there, Gambit.
I agree.
Because it's basically just a John Wick 3.5.
It's girl John Wick. And they had to bring John Wick in it to even get it to sell. In fact, the name was just called Ballerina, and they had to put John Wick in the title to get people to go see it, and nobody wanted to go see it. Nobody wants to see it. It's like, look, I fucking like her.
That happened with Ballard.
The Armist is
universe, but it's
beautiful. I would watch her read the phone book. She's so fucking gorgeous. I would just watch her. She's so good.
I saw the movie,
but
I liked it.
Yeah, you're part of the reason why I'm going to watch it, because you're one of the people who said, "Yeah, you should watch it. I think you like it." I went, okay, but I'm not going to pay to go see movies like that. It's like, first of all, I'm tired of going to see movies in a theater. I've hit a point where it's like it's gotten so fucking expensive now, and what that is, the studios are trying to make money back from their losses of putting out shit movies. So what have they done? They've quadrupled ticket prices so they can make it back. And they go, well, this movie made this much money. Well, let's do the math and see how many asses you had in seats for that. How many tickets sold? Not very many. So stop bragging.
Pushing the ticket prices up is not going to solve that problem. That's going to bite them in the ass sooner or later. Not in this economy.
It is. It already is. Many people, including myself, R&B has talked about it. I've talked about it. That in fact, when Keith and I started this, I said in 2019, we have now seen the onset of the death of movie theaters. They're going to become a specialized thing that only certain kinds of movies will be shown, or live events. That theaters are going to go the way of the dodo because of what they did during the coup in particular. They slit their own wrists. I love when she smoked this guy. By the way, she uses proper CQP technique here. When you see her look around that corner with her weapon, that's how you do it. You corner and then you go back. And then you come around the corner fast. And the first thing around that corner is the end of your weapon going around that corner. And when he pops back out, she smokes his fucking ass. And I thought that's really good. They had somebody that taught her how to do proper CQB. So that was good. I was pleased with that.
It was. About the movie theaters, the ones that you have where you see a movie and have dinner at the same time, they might survive because that's a double experience. But the normal ones where you can just buy snacks and stuff, don't see them surviving really.
I love when he fucking knocks those two guys down with that fucking shovel.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
This is a guy that knows how to quickly deal with conflict and conflict resolution. Well, that's the problem, Gambit. You're, absolutely on it. Hollywood started pumping out shitty movies by the truckload for a while, and it's like I kind of got used to it. There's the guys he knocked the shit out of. The guy on the right's the one who criticizes him and says, "You just because you weren't able to protect your own daughter," and he just knocks the shit out of him because you don't get to talk about that. And what was it? It's this cracker, and he goes, and I'm not even from, like, what was it that was said? What was that line?
I forgot.
Cracker? Oh. I'm not even from. And I'm like, that's not what cracker means. Cracker just means white dude. Used to mean redneck.
Here we come. when he's going to learn that his sister is dead.
Oh, right there. Yep, that face.
Oh, man.
What do you mean was?
Was.
You spoke about his sister in the past tense.
Yeah.
Beautiful scenery. Looks like something right out of The Thing. I love that. I love the isolation that these cold climates can cause. And that's what this movie's about, is isolation. It's not just isolation from each other, but isolation from hope. And he's trying to help her. He really is. He's trying to help her with her investigation. I want you to look out there. What do you see? And he shows her the tracks. See that line there? Those are tracks. Somebody got dragged. And he figures it out. He finally goes up there and finds, I think they're cougars. I don't think those are mountain lions. I think they're cougars. He finds a den of cougars and the bones of the Punisher up there. Another Marvel actor in this movie, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah.
And I like him, by the way. He used to be kind of a lefty, and he's kind of become more based as time's gone by. But what I've always liked about him is he's a brawler in real life. That's why his nose looks the way it does, because he's been in quite a few fights. And he was playing a cop in a movie, and all of a sudden he looks up and this guy fucking tries to tackle him. And he's like, what the fuck? Because he's like, I didn't know I'm going to be doing a stunt. And he took this guy out, took him down. And the guy got up, and a few minutes later walked over and he goes, man, you're solid, dude. You're solid in my book. Walks away, and then he realizes, oh, he's not on the cast. He's an actual criminal running from the cops. and he took this guy down. For real. I fucking love that dude. I will tell you, though, in the movie Fury, the character he plays in that, the scene where he threatens to rape the German women in front of his tank commander, real life, he would have smoked him. He would have killed him. His own commander would have shot him for doing that. Absolutely, that shit was not tolerated. And that was the only thing in that movie I really hated. And there were other things in that movie I didn't like the multicolored tracers. They had two color tracers because of the type of sulfur that was used. Germans was more of a greenish hue, whereas Americans was more of a yellowish gold hue. What's this, Age of Ultron? And as I was watching, maybe a few scenes later, some bitches, young kids started hollering like crazy, shouting through. I had to go over there and
tell them to shut up. Yeah.
Oh, dude, like, yeah, you're preaching to the choir here, my friend. Right in front of Patty, my ex-girlfriend, who's still a close friend of mine. And she'll tell you I did this.
Yeah.
There's a couple of high school punks behind us watching a movie. and they were just like trying to show off in front of these two girls. And finally, after I asked them twice politely, they were giggling and chuckling about me, talking about me behind my back, and I just kind of quietly walked around to the aisle, and I got close to them. I walked down the aisle towards them. I said, "You two, we're going outside. I'm going to fucking kick your ass now. You guys pushed it. I'm going to embarrass you in front of your girls now. You had your chance." And they became cowards right then and there. Like, "Man, we didn't mean nothing by it." I said, "Well, you're fucking leaving, or I'm going to throw you out of here." And so they got up and they walked out and they left. And I walked back, sat down next to Patty, and enjoyed the rest of that fucking movie.
By the way.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
How's it going?
Hi, Joe. Glad you made it.
We're easy.
I had to help Mom with something she's got going on, and till Rhonda got off work, and now she's taken over. So, yeah, I'm here.
Well, we were teasing you before the show, going, "What the fuck's he got to do for his mom? What the fuck's he?"
Make sure she's drinking her stuff. You know what I'm doing, Gary. Come on, bro. I'm cracking the whip.
Are you pre-chewing that food for her?
No, it's vegetable broth. That's what she's having for meals, man. Vegetable broth. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody remembers this. In the original year of Saturday Night Live, Dan Aykroyd wrote this fake commercial called Pre-Chewed Charlie's, where your family can go to a restaurant and not have to worry about the gristly meat. We'll chew it for you. And then it shows them like birds feeding them. It was so gross, dude, but I'm laughing so hard.
I'm sure. Oh my
How old
God.
was I? I was like, I was like 12. I think it was 12. Right. No, I was 11. I was 11 years old when that came out. Just laughing. And my dad's like, "You think that's funny?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yes. I'm a whack job. I love it. It's great.
It's called Pre-Chewed Charlie's Saturday Night Live skit, written by Dan Aykroyd.
Now, it was a fun afternoon. We lost in my mind, one of the greatest actors ever, and directors, and a guy that's a champion of independent. I could go on, and I'm going to tonight on my show. But I just got done putting the intro video together for State of the Atmosphere tonight, and it's 4 minutes long.
Jesus
as many clips
Christ,
as I put
man.
in it. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I put a lot of friggin' clips in it, dude. Yep.
Cut it down, man.
No, not doing it.
I'll
not for
it.
him, baby. That's
I'll
the
watch
guy.
it.
That's the guy that made me want to go to friggin' journalism school when I went in college.
Yeah, and that was all a lie, though. That movie was a lie.
Yeah, I know. But it's still, I mean, it drove me to do what I wanted to do in life, man.
It's not why I became a journalist. I got into journalism. And the reason I got into journalism is I got sick of reading other people's writing.
Yeah.
In magazines.
Right.
And I hated the way they conducted interviews. And I'm like, I can do better than that. And this guy fucking hired me. I didn't have an education in journalism.
Yeah.
I was a good writer. I went to college for writing. Mm-hmm. And I was a very good writer. But I got into fights with my editor all the time because I use an Oxford comma. And she kept wanting to change it. I said, "Stop doing that."
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "But it's not editorially correct." And I said, "I don't care." And she went to the publisher, who's still a friend of mine to this day, Paul Chan. Paul was like, "Leave him alone. Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. People like reading what he writes. He's funny."
Let him do his thing. Damn it. That's it.
And I did have a problem with commas, though, which is that there are quite a few pregnant commas in there that didn't need to be there. But it's because when I was in creative writing in college, I was taught that anytime your character pauses, whether it's the narrative process or in dialogue, place a comma there.
Yeah.
And because I, in real life, kind of do a William Shatner way of talking sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
I pause. I instinctively put commas when I'm writing dialogue because that's how the guy's talking. Mm-hmm. And it drove my editors nuts at the magazine.
This is the ex-wife right here, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Making him suffer every scene.
Oh, man.
He has to pay a price every time he interacts with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
she's bitter.
In this scene, she is out a little. Just a little.
Yeah.
I think she has internal hatred for herself that projects towards
Yes,
him.
absolutely.
Well,
That
they
she-
kind of
Totally agree.
failed as parents, and her way of coping with it is just holding it against him all the time.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
she has
It
as
is.
much anger about herself.
and thank you, because that is her coping mechanism, is to punish him.
Yeah, and he understands that. That's why he doesn't fight back.
That's right.
He
That's
does
why he
not.
doesn't fight back.
No.
It lets her feel better.
Yep.
And people,
He does
that's the
tease
thing
her
about
though in the
him.
beginning when she asks him who is the victim this time, and she says he says, "I guess that's me."
Apparently, I guess it's me
Right.
because I'm getting ready to be slaughtered by you when I walk through this door.
Right.
But this is, again, I cannot tell you guys, and I want to point this out to our new member of the chat, Vincent DeLeon. I like when Taylor Sheridan just writes for himself. This movie he wrote for himself, and he wanted to direct it. And he proved that he could direct too. And
yeah,
what I love about it is he writes believable men and women. They're more believable because they're more grounded. When he shows a hard woman, he also shows the woman is quick to pick up a gun and not to go try to stand toe to toe with the guy.
Right.
Because they're not stupid. And I like that. And she absolutely is alive in this movie until that point where she should have died and is only alive but by the grace of Jeremy Renner's character.
Yeah.
Because that guy was getting ready to kill her, and he fucking smoked him.
Yep.
With that Marlin, dude. That Marlin.
I like how he looks
gun,
up and he's just the outline, and then you see the flame, and then lights out, motherfucker. You know?
Yep. Bye-bye. We'll see you.
This guy had a general idea. He must be, and he looks, and right when he spots him, it's already too late, dude.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever see his interview with Joe Rogan that he did?
Who, Jerry Renner?
No. Taylor Sheridan.
A long time ago. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, this one was within maybe the last 2 years. I think I watched it not too long ago.
I think it was 2 years ago. The one,
and he was saying that when I'm writing, he said I just write the characters and try and tell the truth about them. That's all I do. This is what these people would do in these situations. He said it really unfolds itself. He said, I just try and make the characters, Yeah.
Yeah.
But
then he turns right around and he co-wrote and produced Lioness, which should have been a good show. It should have been. I don't know who their tactical advisor is on it, but he should be kicked in the
If
junk.
they even had one.
I've heard so much bad stuff about it that I haven't watched it. And the other
First of all, they got a guy.
We couldn't.
They got a guy out trying to come through the wire, and you got a dude with a fucking weapon trained down range, going, "Wonder what that guy's up to." That conversation would never happen in real life.
No, he'd smoke his ass.
He would just fucking smoke him. It was like,
you have a fucking
if
unstable female
I mean, what would have made that moment funny for anybody who's a combat vet knows this. He would have smoked it and then turned to his buddy going, "Oh, I wonder what he was trying to do."
Yeah. That line fits after he kills the guy, right?
What do you think he was trying to do? Bring his Thanksgiving dinner? What the fuck was he doing?
What the hell is he
just
doing?
having a laugh at his expense.
Yep. Oh man.
My
And
main
I will
problem
tell you,
with
man,
Lioness was
I feel bad for Anima sometimes because Anima, she has
because
got
you
such
never
a
let me
beautiful
finish
heart.
my sentences.
No, I'm complimenting you. So you can shut the fuck up and listen to me compliment you because I was already making my point. My point with Anima is that she's got such a big heart that I feel bad sometimes when I show her what combat veterans are like. And I'm like, I don't want her terrified by them. And I try to ease her into understanding why they are the way they are. And it's like when you deal with that shit on a minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, month by month basis, and you've got guys serving in the military now who have done more tours in combat than anyone else in the history of the United States. That's crazy. Why? Because enlistment dropped. Why did enlistment drop? Because they started focusing on DEI. People stopped wanting to enlist. It's like nobody wants to serve in a military that's all about pink fringes and shit like that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
Having tranny dress dance things. That's why that guy that just got recently nominated to be head of the Navy got kicked. Headsworth kicked him. It's like, but why? Oh, he was the one who signed off on that party on a ship that had a transvestite dresser and cross dresser. It's like, yeah, that shit's not cool.
Do you think he purposely cut Elizabeth Olsen's character in the cloth of Clarice in this?
There's no doubt that because Clarice is like that.
Yeah,
Clarice
she's out of her element.
She's out of her element. She's way in over her head.
Yeah.
And if not, but by the grace of God, she should be dead.
Yeah. Exactly.
She should have died when she went into Buffalo Bill's house.
I just didn't know if you got that vibe off of this movie.
Because she hears the noise and spins and fires. Because he's been right there. At any moment, he could have killed her. Yeah. But he's because she's so pretty. And he's reaching out and watching her through his night vision, his little nog set there.
Yeah.
And he makes a noise, and she spins and fucking drops him.
She hears the hammer getting pulled, and she knows what that sounds like. She's like, oh, wait a minute now.
Fires right at it.
Now,
I knew that was him. I haven't watched this since I watched Yellowstone, but I thought the cowboy that was on Yellowstone was in this. Yeah, and there he is. He's
there are a lot of guys, a lot of people from Yellowstone.
I know there's a lot of them. It's just I thought I couldn't remember.
The girl that dies,
one of the guys at the
dead body at the beginning. Yeah. We get to see her a little bit. She's from Yellowstone. His friend, the father, the American Indian father.
Right.
He, of course, is one of the main characters in Yellowstone that is fighting against the Duttons with the reservation. Just really, Taylor Sheridan knows talent. I will tell you that. And when he puts his mind to it, that guy writes better than anybody in Hollywood right now. But he also puts shit out, and I'm aware of it. He fucked up the last 2 seasons of Yellowstone, fucked up the second season of 1923. I think he fucked up with 1883. I liked it, but I think he fucked up with it. It went too dark. It went way too dark, and that's why
it was a pretty dark movie. But I think he was just trying to convey how hard life was back then. It really was a struggle.
And of course,
that's the argument to defend season 2 of 1923. He just wants to show how hard it was. Bullshit. That was way too much drama. He overdid.
It was the whole.
Oh yeah. When you create drama where drama shouldn't exist is where I have a problem. And that's what happened with season 2. He was creating drama instead of allowing things to flow organically like it did season 1. That was organic.
Yep.
And then he completely fell on the grenade.
The thing I didn't like about 1923 is did we have to see every 15 minutes just how sick Timothy Dalton was? I mean, come on, man. We only
that was a big complaint.
Yeah,
that was a huge
I only needed to see that once. That was it. Now I know the guy's a freak. I got it. But every other.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry. His little puppy's listening, and I'm cussing a lot.
It's traumatizing.
Because I gotta tell you,
apologize, dude.
There's nothing I fucking love more than a little bitch puppy. Son of a bitches. They're awesome, and
yeah, they are. Wait. He sent me a picture. He wants the whole world to know his baby. And let me post this.
Send it to me, or are you gonna share it? Okay,
I'm ready. Boom! Look at that.
Now that's no puppy.
That's not.
That's a dog.
In his mind, it's a puppy. 11, damn it!
11 or 12 years old.
The look on her face. Oh my God!
So pretty. What a pretty dog.
Good. And I call my cat my baby, and she's 14. They never stop being babies.
Mm-hmm. No, because they never get past the age of 2 or 3 mentally.
Oh,
meanwhile, back to the movie where most of the cast is horrifically murdered.
Right?
Yeah.
Most of the NPCs are about to get wasted.
And one of my favorite NPC characters is that one deputy when he draws this weapon on the one dude and says, "Hey, why are you trying to flank me?"
Yeah.
Oh,
He knows what's going on.
Trying to flank you. Fuck you didn't.
I think everybody in the military went, "Wow, that's cool to see somebody that's aware of their surroundings."
It's called situational awareness.
That's
you
it,
must
man.
Always be aware of what's going on.
I thought that was cool too, Gary. I really did. Why are you trying to flank me?
And not to make a joke, but in the military they have a term. It's called "stay frosty."
Mm-hmm.
There they can't help it because it's so fucking cold. But the fact is, keep your fucking mind on what's going on around you.
That's it.
Always be moving your eyes. And it's one way of spotting military people, especially combat veterans, because also another way of spotting intelligence officers, guys that go out there and actual operatives. Because Daniel Craig, before making his first Bond film, Casino Royale, emulated a lot of the eye movement that he does in that movie is based on the eye movement he learned watching these operatives and how they look around a room. They study everything. They're looking at everything, gauging it. And it's something that happens if you're in the military, former military, and I'm talking about infantry level, law enforcement gets it too. Anybody who you have to constantly watch your surroundings for potential threats. You're constantly watching. Like people that work in an office, they don't fucking do that. You get these military people, God love them, they serve their country, but it's the guys out there and gals that serve in these special jobs in these certain branches of the military that learn quickly that you have to be situationally aware at all times.
Okay, and he was the sheriff on Yellowstone. This guy,
he had one of the best deaths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did
in the show.
He did. Mm-hmm.
And he got avenged very quickly.
Yes, he did. It was pretty cool. I can't remember. Raintree play the dad in this? The guy that plays Raintree on the show? Yeah, that's what I thought. Thought it was him. And like I said, it's been about a year since I saw this movie.
Okay, here it is. That is his Marlin. That is the same rifle I owned. Big difference is he had a different scope than I had. I had a 7-power scope on my 30-30 Marlin. His lever action is just gorgeous, and it's also a higher grain. It's a 500 grain rounds that he has on this thing. And by the way, another weapon that's used in this film is the H&K 416D, which is really an interesting weapon. It's based on the M16 or M4 chassis. And it has an EOTech sighting system, red dot system. It's a nice sighting system. And when you hear it fired, that weapon specifically, the H&K, fires a 5.56 times 45 millimeter NATO round. And the 5.56 confuses people. And I tried to explain this to Anima the other day. The 5.56 and the 223 are basically the same round. The difference is the slight difference in circumference. And it's not enough that if you took a 223, you could fire it through a 5.56 weapon comfortably. Okay. But you can't do the same thing with a 5.56 round in a 223 rifle because the diameter is slightly different and you're taking a risk if you fire that weapon. And so for those of you who didn't know that, you hear it all the time. Well, it's an M16, fires a 5.56 NATO round. Well, it fires a 223. The fact is, both. And it wasn't until later that we adopted the NATO round into the military. So we stopped using 223s and started using ball ammunition from NATO to match those weapons. And which is really good about that is any 5.56 weapon can pick up that ammo and fire it safely. That's why. You can. Everybody's got the same fucking ammo. SAW, all of it. They all carry the same ammo. So if you run out of ammo for one thing, grab some ammo from the other weapon. It's the same fucking ammo you're using and reload it in.
Yep.
Marlin is a beautiful weapon. And why do I like that one? Because it has a side port, not a top port like the Winchester. Not a fan
Talking about the fish.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about the
It's
rifle.
Nerdy. He's always talking about eating stuff.
So, but going back into it, why the Marlin is a superior rifle to a Winchester? It's because of the exit port. On the Winchester, it's on the top. And so I cannot tell you how many fucking times I got fucking hot brass down my fucking top. My shirt. Or in a pocket.
It's the worst.
And because it fucking goes up and sometimes it'll come right back at you. The Marlin ejects to the right. And you never get hit by that fucking brass. So
and man,
it's preferred weapon.
I tell you, when the shit hits the fan in this movie,
right here,
I was like, yeah, right here, and I'm like, oh, we're doing this now.
Yep.
You know, because I went into it anyway, expecting that it was going to be this mystery. We're going to be given, 2-3 suspects,
right?
You got to figure out who it is. No, it's the whole group
stumble
of
on these guys. Yeah,
they're all complicit. Yeah.
And they're acting like we're all just doing our job here. Everybody put your weapons down. She's not reading the situation here. It is her lack of experience that is not gauging the looks on those guys' faces. She's not reading them correctly. That deputy did. And
she's not used to the cold, the whole situation. It's hard to concentrate when you're in an environment that you're not used to. And these guys are. So yeah, she's missing it.
Love those 12 gauges, man.
The shit has have not still hit the fan yet. This is the pre-shit.
No, this is the escalation. This is
the farting. This is the farting phase.
Okay, we all smelled the fart. Put your weapons away. Nobody shit. Okay, it was just a fart.
No, I like the expression pre-shit, Martin. That's great.
Yeah, any guy knows this sound, or this bit, which is, when you have to shit. When you smell a pre-shit fart, you know what it is. It does not smell like normal farts. It has a special, I'm going to have to shit here. That's a shit fart.
Nobody cares about your farts, Gary.
I'm not talking about my farts. I'm talking about farts in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you? 5?
No, he was.
I wasn't making a joke. That was a fact.
Yeah, he's a trained medical professional. You have to know that.
Now, a comedian did do a thing on it. He says, "There's something, man. You know those farts, man. You smell that fart and you go, oh, that went around the poop. Yeah, it's on its way. I'm gonna be shitting my pants soon." What a cute looking dog. Yeah, Gambit. Yeah, and again, she does the same fuck up. Twice now we've seen her stand right in front of a door, knocking. 3 times she did it. And you don't fucking do that, law enforcement, at any level.
She should know that, yeah.
You always stand to one side. Where the most common place, because this is a stair, you stand down a step when you knock on that fucking door. And then you step back even further, because they might try to shoot through right next to the door.
I wouldn't even go up the stairs. I would just stand.
Well, you have to knock on the door. You have to knock on the door.
The door isn't that high.
Pick up snowballs and throw snowballs at the door.
No, it is.
No, you can reach the door.
There he is, the Punisher.
There's the Punisher. There's John Bernthal. What's up?
Big fucking broken nose.
Right? Busted ass nose of his. And the girlfriend, oh my God, she's the hottest girl on Yellowstone. Oh my God. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Love that girl. She's awesome. I hope she gets another gig after.
Yeah, we were talking about her earlier because she led to some controversy that didn't go for very long, because none of the American Indian tribal groups said a fucking thing. It was a bunch of Karens complaining that they had a Japanese girl playing American Indian. It's like, shut up.
Shut
Nobody
up.
cares.
What's wrong with you? But yeah, I forgot she is going to be on. There's 2 spinoffs of Yellowstone. One of them's going to be Rip and Beth, and the other one's Casey and his family. And Gary, you're going to like that one because I've already read that they're going to be leaning into his military service in it and doing a lot of that shit in it. So
I'll tell you what I like right now is the Kill List Dark Wolf.
I haven't finished the first episode of it. I got started with it and got busy. So
I got 2 episodes in. I have not watched the rest because I'm waiting for Anima to be able to watch it with me.
I'm liking the fact that Pratt's in it. I thought he wasn't going to be in it, but he's made an appearance, at least in the first one he has. So that's good. Yep.
Yeah, and this is fucked up what happens. They just come in and start harassing him.
Yep.
And this is the boss
doing
failure.
anything at first.
The boss is the one who should have shut it down.
Yep.
He didn't. So he's
They
as
all run.
complicit as anybody for what happened.
So and clear this up for me. Why are these motherfuckers acting like they're cops?
They're security guys. They're security.
Absolutely are.
They're wannabe cops.
Yeah,
that's
they
what they
want
are.
security for this private oil rig company.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, okay, then you're just a bunch of glorified night watchmen. Why do you think you can boss like an FBI agent around?
Well, they technically work, possibly, I think, for the EPA. There is that gets brought up because they are federal employees. I think I remember that saying. And she goes, "Well, I'm with the FBI, making me the highest ranking federal officer here."
This guy is on everything that Taylor Sheridan does. That dude, the asshole. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I love him on Land, man. He's hilarious on that.
Yep. He's hilarious, dude. Yeah. He doesn't know how to deal with that girl. You know? Oh, man. I laughed at that show. It's a very good show if you haven't watched it.
I can't wait for the second season of it. It's going to be great.
Again, showing just how based Taylor Sheridan is when he has to deal with that fucking hippie chick in that. And he just reads her the fucking riot act why she's stupid.
Yeah.
This is why everything you just said was stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's good shit. Yeah, they're all drunk. This. When I watched
I saw
like,
that, Gambit.
No.
I saw that. He got some heat for that, for saying that this movie got that law change and he's full of shit.
Yeah, the guy that was the boss of this bunch should have shut this shit down. But you know, and you hear horror stories about this in remote areas sometimes. You know, it's a shame. I wouldn't be surprised if this is loosely based on an incident that happened in one of these rural areas. You know.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell people all the time, American Indian women disappear all the time.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of them are either murdered or sold into sex slavery.
Mm-hmm.
They're easy targets.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done this to John Barenthal or the girl. They shouldn't have, and it's a shame, you know.
Which makes me happy that basically they all die.
Yeah,
they deserve to die, every one of them.
And the one that gets it the worst is the one that needs to get it the worst. The
one who instigated
that whole thing with Jeremy Renner and that dude at the end of it is like, wow.
Now
that's brutal.
Now John Berthel, instead of doing this, assaulting them hand to hand, he should have gotten one of their weapons.
Yeah,
and smoked them all in there.
Most definitely.
Also, he should have gotten up and got dressed.
Yeah.
Trying to stay in bed with her.
He shouldn't have stayed in bed with her. You're right. As soon as they got
That's
discovered,
what
he should have
annoyed
got some
me.
pants on.
He's
Which would have
just sitting there
included his
doing
pistol
nothing.
belt, probably. So, you know, hey.
He thought those
If he
guys were
has
going to have
one,
his
we don't know
back.
that.
Yeah.
Well, he thought these guys were going to have his back, and he was sadly mistaken.
Yep.
Because they beat him to death and then left his body for the cougars to eat.
Yep.
There she is again.
Right in front of the
standing
door.
In front of the fucking
you
door.
don't remember your training at all, chick. What the hell are you
and
doing?
the sheriff is the one who screamed that at her, but a little too late.
There. And you see, he's standing on the ground. He could have reached that door and knocked. They're not going to hear that the knock is just above the ground.
But that's the line. Hey, man, you got FBI standing in front of your door.
Yeah.
I mean, that's clearly saying, hey, it's go time.
Shoot through the door.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, it's Curtis.
Yeah.
FBI standing in front of the door. Open up.
And he opened up, all right.
Yep.
Because that's what it is, by the way. That's code for fire.
Yeah. And it's on. Clip,
Oh,
clip, 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 clip.
And all these guys, and that poor deputy that was right all along.
Yep.
Fucking has to die with her or with them.
Damn shame.
I like that. She shoots him in the leg and then shoots him when he hits the ground.
Yep.
But what sucks is because of the cold, because of her injury, she's slow to mag dump and reload.
Yep.
And that's what it would have gotten her killed if not for the hero.
Jeremy Renner is in sniper mode, full on sniper mode.
You know, he always had a better view from the distance.
She does get under the building though, so that was clever.
I love it. Fuck you. Let's go.
Here's your other Yellowstone link. He was the younger Wyatt Earp in the Costner Wyatt Earp.
Was he?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay. See, I've never watched I've never watched Costner's Wyatt Earp. What is it? 4 hours long?
It's like 3.
Damn it, the women out here are spunky. That fucking guy.
I like this. He's just out in the open and kablam.
Where'd that come from? Good for you. Where's he at? Where's he at?
Good luck. Wannabes. Good luck.
By the time you spot him, it's too late, dude.
It's too late, bro.
He's already sighted in on you.
Hey.
I love it when he smokes that one dude there, looking out the window, firing that fucking H&K, and fucking blows him backward. That high grain fucking weapon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She got smart. She got underneath the damn trailer.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to think that his character, that Jeremy Renner, was waiting for the guy to spot him before shot.
Oh, hell yeah. He wanted him to see him.
Yep.
And the thing that you have to realize is these guys, when they first start shooting, and they're just a few feet away, they are not missing.
No.
They are hitting one another. They are getting hit multiple
That's
times.
why they're
all of
it's like that one deputy laying on the ground had like 6 wounds.
Yeah. He's like, fuck you, let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, oof.
It's like all of a sudden everybody turns into Rasputin in this fucking movie.
Right.
Right.
It's a John Woo movie for 2 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Then
the
realism.
Unlike John Woo, very realistic weapon handling in this. Very realistic.
Look at this from this way. It's her mistake what saved her life.
Yeah.
Because it's the shotgun shot hits her, make her fly, and puts her out of the firing circle.
Man, oh man. And the revenge he gets on this guy, I love it, man. Just confess it. Just confess it, and I'll let you go.
Yeah.
And he goes, I did it. I did it. I RAP'd her, and it's all my fault. I did it. I did it. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cutting you loose.
Okay.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start running, Shroom.
He says, I'm going to make you do what she did.
Exactly what she did.
You try to see how far you get, and he didn't get as far as she did.
Not very far, no.
He said
She got really far because of that will to survive.
6 miles. She ran for 6 miles. This guy.
She also wasn't shot and bleeding for a while. He's been bleeding. So
I don't even know that this guy went a quarter mile.
No, he didn't.
No.
He ran from one peak to the other peak and fucking died.
Yep.
He was already dying.
Yeah, because he was out there in the cold. And that fucking cold up there is deadly.
He wasn't shot.
Yeah, he was shot. Yeah,
he was.
Graham Greene put a couple in him. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is cool. I like that Graham Greene's character got his shot off on that bastard.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do a sequel to this. I just
they should
Not
never do a
needed.
sequel to it. It's a
Absolutely
great
not
one-shot movie, man. It's
I
awesome.
love that the movie ends on such a somber but almost happy note.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't he go tell the father what happened? I think he does.
We'll see you later, Snorty. Take care, buddy.
See you, Snorty.
Take care.
Bye, Snort.
Yeah, see all that blood coming out? His lungs are fucked.
Yeah. I'll give you a chance. Ain't no women, no fun.
Yeah, so that's why I did what I did. And I shouldn't get in trouble for it.
Sure.
Fucking animal.
I do like that he spots him. He watches him with the scope. See how far he makes it.
I think he needs to make sure that he fucking dies.
That's what he's doing. He's making sure he didn't make it. He wasn't going to kill him, but he wanted to watch him die.
And he needed him in fear so that he would run. Because he needed to die the same way that the girl died. So he needed to have him run.
So he went full Batman. I'm not gonna kill you.
But
It's
not
also
save you either.
Another trope that happens here. It's the climbing villain syndrome. Where are you going? Run to town, idiot! Not up the mountain.
Now, I'm going to point out something, by the way, really cool about this movie is you have 2 composers that worked on this movie. And one of them happens to be one of my favorite songwriters, Nick Cave. Nobody?
No, don't know who he is.
Look it up. You got to look it up and look up some of his music, man. Nick Cave is
Cave.
one.
Okay.
Nick Cave came up with the term / title, murder ballad. And I used that when I wrote my first album. I referred to one of my songs as a murder ballad.
The ghost one?
Mm-hmm.
It's Australian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Done a lot of soundtracks.
Bye eardrum.
Red right hand. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think he was he in NXS? I don't think so. Not that I remember.
Not that I recall.
Yeah, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Yeah. I thought you said Nick Cage at first, and I'm like, what?
Cave. Yeah, Cave.
Cave.
I knew what he was saying. I've heard of the
Yeah.
guy. I just didn't know his
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, and he's done a lot. He's actually shown up in a couple of movies too. He actually played. Yeah.
He and the movie director, what is his name? He's in the organization Sons of Lee Marvin. Let me go look it up through that. Nick Cave is in that group. Yep. It's Tom Waits, Nick Cave, Richard Bowes, and John Lurie were members of the Sons of Lee Marvin. But also, what's his name? Jim Jarmusch is in there.
Oh, okay.
And Jim Jarmusch is another filmmaker. And I got to tell you, they both are in the Sons of Lee Marvin because they like either look like or remind people of Lee Marvin. And I look at Nick Cave and I'm like, he and Jim Jarmusch could be fucking brothers.
My mom loved Jim Jarmusch.
I like his movies. I do.
Oh yeah, Night on Earth, Ghost Dog. Yeah, those are my couple.
Oh, I love Night on Earth, and I haven't gotten Gary to watch it with me yet.
I like that one a lot. It's a good movie. Yeah,
it's so much fun. You know what my favorite?
I told you
character is
I've seen it. I told you I've seen it.
Yeah, but you don't remember it. Steven, do you know what my favorite character is in Night on Earth?
Which one?
Helmet Lampshade.
Helmet Lampshade? Nice.
Yeah, the German taxi driver in New York. I just love him.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I had this old VHS copy of it, and it actually cuts off right in the middle of the end credits, which I hate because it cuts off in the middle of a Tom Waits song, and I'm like,
yeah,
stop! No, don't do that. Oh God, I haven't seen that movie in ages. I need to find it, see if it's on disc or something.
I think the movie that I liked of his the most was the movie Coffee and Cigarettes. It came out in the 80s. He did a lot of music videos, but he did a few movies. Now, one of the films he gets a lot of credit for, I didn't like, was the movie he did with Johnny Depp, Dead Man. I didn't like that movie.
No, huh?
It's one of those films where I love to use this line from Family Guy. It insists upon itself.
Yeah.
Too much for me. And it's just one of those movies. I don't agree with Godfather, but I do believe that that's an accurate statement about that film is while you're watching the film, you're acutely aware that you are sitting here watching a movie. You don't get lost in it. You get lost in the characters. You know that you are watching a movie the whole time you're watching the movie. And you should be able to lose yourself in a film. If you can't lose yourself in a film, I have a problem with the movie. And that's one of those films I feel that way about. So I don't like Dead Man. I didn't think it was a very good film, but I liked Coffee and Cigarettes. I remember seeing Night on Earth, and which is incorrect. I told you I'd forgotten about it, but I did. I love the movie Ghost Dog: The Way of the Samurai.
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker,
I really
right?
liked it.
Yeah.
And he did a little film that I kind of liked with Bill Murray called Broken Flowers, which I thought was pretty good. Not great, but it was pretty good. And
I think that Broken Flowers tried to capture the lightning of Lost in Translation, but it couldn't.
Well, it's the same kind of film. It's done the same way. I still think it's a solid story. I liked it. I like Bill Murray.
Yes, it is.
But it's not as good as Lost in Translation. Lost in Translation's a better fucking movie.
It's great.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too. one of those rare times where I would sit through an entire movie and then go back and watch it again. I do that very rarely, where I'll just sit there and watch it twice in a row like that.
And Chloe was good in that movie, by the way. Chloe Savini.
In what movie?
Broken Flowers.
Oh.
Oh.
I can't recall her.
There's Rainwater.
Didn't see it.
Now that's not war paint. That's his mourning mask, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he makes fun of him for it.
Yeah, he does. I think that's great. Yeah.
It shows the friendship.
Yeah. I was fixing to say, that, and I don't mind it. Movies like Dances with Wolves and stuff, they add a lot of the mysticism to the Indian culture, and it should be there. But in a movie like this, where it's deeply personal to a lot of these people, you should see them being human beings, cracking jokes at each other and stuff, because they're friends.
It's never told, but it's implied that this guy, he helped, helped. He was there for Jeremy Renner's character in his mourning.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and he has the line here. It says, "I was ready to quit," and then the phone rang. Like, oh man.
Yep.
And it's his son for the first time in a year calling him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like when it says, I heard that one got away, and said, no, anyone got away. And he understood.
Well,
wiped out our
he has
entire
a dialogue earlier where they make sure that if he's going to hunt down that guy, he's not bringing him back.
This is the subject that is because my buddy Shane Moore and I wrote a story called David Two Trees, and it's a story about a res cop and a city cop, both of them half white, half American Indian, one living in the reservation, the other one living out in the world, and it deals with girls disappearing off the reservation. And it's one that I've talked to with a lot of my Native American friends, American Indian friends, that it is a real fucking problem. It's been around for a while. These girls just disappear. And so I'm glad they talked about that with this film. Hi, Connie.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm an absolute fan of this movie.
Me too. Big time. Love this movie. And they tell you right there at the end of it about the girls that ended up missing.
And it's one of the things I said that it's the double-edged sword of living on a reservation. Because they want that separation. But at the same time, by getting that separation, they also lack the protection.
Yep.
And it's something that we talked about with last week when we talked about the movie Val Kilmer movie
Thunderheart.
Yeah. Because Thunderheart tried to touch on it and they went the mystic way, which is just dumb. Stop doing that. So, but this film's very real, down to earth, showing the American Indians as human beings. And instead of mystical creatures, fucking unicorns farting rainbows out of their asses. I fucking hate movies that do that to the American
Well, I do
Indian.
like some of the mysticism. I do like that. Like for
the
instance,
shaman stuff, but it's just, it doesn't mean
that,
it's really like, I don't believe any magic comes from it.
No,
but I think
no.
it's wonderful that they still have those
Look,
traditions.
we all know when they take their Vision Quest, they're smoking peyote. Okay, we know that they're on hallucinogens. We understand.
That's why I hated the Val Kilmer character so much
Mm-hmm.
in that movie Thunderheart, is because this guy's never gone on a vision quest and has a fucking vision, and it pisses off Graham Greene. He's like, "Fuck you, man. We've been trying this our whole lives, trying to get one, and you fucking have one. You're not even trying. Fuck you."
No, all he needs to do is touch Indian stuff, and it gives him visions. It's weird.
It's so fucking dumb.
Sure.
It's so dumb. But I enjoy that movie because the acting is so good in it. But everything is so two-dimensional. That's the big complaint about
this one's
movie.
a lot
This
more
movie
realistic.
is not very grounded in its realism. And it really shows you the physics of a gunfight.
Shows you the physics of a guns fight, shows you the problems of living on a reservation that the American Indians
living in
have.
that part of the country where you're cut off from the rest of the world due to weather.
This is the land of no backup, I think one of the characters says in
Graham Greene says.
Yeah. It's just, this is the land of no backup. You're on your own, right? Yeah. Just Yeah, we lost a treasure when we lost that guy, didn't we? Graham Greene, man. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Didn't get enough movies with him.
No.
I agree.
No.
What a great actor.
Yep.
And far better than the way he got treated by Hollywood.
Yeah.
And in the end, Graham Greene, in his career starting right around 1990, still managed to accrue 188 projects.
Wow.
He still has 8 that are still due. Let me tell you those 8 right now. 2 Minutes to Midnight. It's in pre-production, so maybe he won't be in that. If you hear pre-production, he's not in it. Lily's Sacred Journey, it's in pre-production. So if it's in pre-production, that means nothing was shot with him. The movie Brave, pre-production. But Northbound, A Life Connected, Afterwards, and Icefall, all of those films are in post-production and completed. I should say, and or completed. So for a guy that's only worked since around 1990 as an actor, look what he's done. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, Dances with Wolves was a big movie, and he was the Indian actor after that.
Look,
he was the guy. If you wanted an Indian, you called him first.
You knew he was going to be a star when he ran away from a naked Kevin Costner and fell backwards. I laughed so fucking hard at his reaction
so funny.
to seeing a naked, and then he comments on it. He goes, "You sure he white?" Yeah, I saw everything, including his penis. I saw his penis.
No, he asked him, "Are you sure he's a man?" And he's like, "Yeah, I saw his."
I saw his penis.
Mimics with his index finger.
Finger, wiggle. Great fucking movie.
Yep.
So, all right, mysticism is okay as long as it doesn't feel forced. Because there's a movie with, I forgot his name. 80s. He was in Young Guns. He was in La Bamba.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Uh-huh.
He did a movie called First Power.
Okay.
I like that movie. It's a little horror film that he did, and he's a cop and looking for this Satanist. And that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I like that film. You guys ever see it?
No,
Yeah.
Never seen that one. Never heard of
while,
it.
but
Let me just see if I can find it. I like the poster. Lou Diamond Phillips. It came out in 1990. It was the year I went in the Army. And in fact, I think I saw that on Post. That's where I saw it. It was at the Post Theater.
The only movie I remember seeing on Post was Scarface. I saw that on Fort Hill.
I saw several films on Post, including the movie with Alec Baldwin. You see my light blinking?
No.
The light went out, came back on, went out, and came back on. Anyway,
What's happening?
I don't know, because nothing else. It was just that one light.
Gary is scared his own poltergeist.
No, that happened to me in Croatia when in bad weather the electricity would be wonky.
I had a weird encounter in just the last 3 months. I'm sitting here, right here, where I'm sitting right now, and I was eating my lunch, and I looked down at my plate, and suddenly, next to me, I saw a gray streak zoom past me on the ground. Turned and looked. I said, "Was that a rat? The fuck did I just see?" Nothing. And it was dark bluish gray. And I was like, I saw the color, and I was like, that really happened. So then I thought, well, it was with these glasses. I just gotten them back with the new lenses, and I thought, is it possible? So I did that thing where I adjusted my head different ways with the lights, didn't change the lights, and I'm doing this, trying to see if it caused something to happen in my glasses. Nothing. And I'm like, that was really fucking weird. And so I went and I told Lauren and Brad about it, and they're like, oh, well, we had what do you call Russian blue that lived in that room, died in that room.
Cat.
Woo!
And I went, oh, I have a ghost kitty. I'm like, that's
now
cool.
entered the Gary zone.
I've always liked ghosts. I've always liked the idea of it because I don't believe in intelligent haunting. I believe in the free repeaters. You know, this is things because like you'll find like large amounts of crystal and metal deposits over some of the most haunted locations around the world.
I've never thought that they've been able in cinema. I don't think they've ever really told really good ghost stories on the regular. You know what I mean? Of all the horror genres, that's probably the less effective.
They always go to the extreme instead of just telling a straightforward ghost story.
You know,
and but anyway, so I believe that you know that energy gets captured just like on a tape recorder. You know, the Earth itself can be a tape recorder, and we get these things. It's a high burst of energy that got captured for a moment. And you'll see that shit. And I believe in those kinds of ghosts. But I did say this to a friend of mine. I said, but I have absolute proof that if there are intelligent hauntings, then the proof is this. Are you ready? There's no such thing as a haunted mobile home.
That you know of.
I don't know.
You never hear about it. I've watched every ghost show they have on television, man.
That's true.
There's
you
never a
going
haunted
into a camper
trailer. No trailers are haunted. No. It's always a building. It's always, you know, a house. You know, you never see like a washed out white cracker trailer trash fucking place haunted by a ghost because nobody would fucking stay there. Hence, if they're intelligent, that's proof they're intelligent. Because there's no use hauntings of all sorts of things, but never fucking mobile homes.
So what you're telling me is you have a free repeater, a great blue cat. He's a free repeater.
I've not seen it again. I just saw it that one time. But I've had some weird shit happen to me. And I'm not freaked out by it at all. I'm always find it fascinating. One night, I'm sitting in my studio doing some work. And Zoe was out at her grandma's that weekend. It was just me and the cat. And just sitting there and I'm like, I hear that sound. It's a very distinct sound. You know the sound. Anybody who grew up in the Midwest knows that sound. The sound of a door stopper when it gets sprung. It has a very distinct sound. And I heard it. And I turned and looked at the door. And I'm like, did the cat get behind the door? What's going on there? I'm like, what the fuck? So I went back to what I'm doing, and I hear it again. And I turned. And I went, Ginger, what are you doing? And Ginger is in the chair asleep with me. And she wakes up and looks at me like, what? What?
Well, what I know?
And I got up and I walked over and I grabbed that door. And I pulled it out away from the wall. There's nothing there. More horrifying, there was no door stopper.
Ooh, that's not good.
No.
So
if you're hearing that sound and it doesn't exist, yes, that would be a problem.
I'm Mr. Logic, so I'm like, wait a minute now. I said, it's possible the sound I heard was an echo. Could it come from the bathroom or Zoe's bedroom door? Because it's straight across the hall. So I go, no stoppers on any of the doors. And that is a distinct sound that I
love
know
the story,
when I
Gary,
heard it.
but I got to go. I got to show it at the bottom of the hour.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of your ass.
Bye, guys. Good to see you guys.
Bye,
Deleted
buddy.
scenes. I don't
Bye,
see
Joe.
you enough. See you later. Be good.
Take care.
Bye, Joe.
Brother. Yeah, we need to wrap up anyway. But I wanted to tell that ghost story.
Yeah, I keep seeing Loki out of the corner of my eye.
Well, we
It's
keep
happening.
seeing things. We keep seeing things. Kept seeing things at that house. And one night, Ginger was sitting to my right side. I'm on the sofa. I had that big 72-inch TV screen. I'm playing fucking Call of Duty. Got my headset on with my microphone, talking to my buddy. And all of a sudden, I didn't hear anything because all I could hear was the fucking gunfight I was in. And all of a sudden, I saw her head pop around me and look around me, and it popped out like this. Doing that. And I went, what are you doing? I turned, I looked, and she's looking right at the open door to Zoe's bedroom. I went, did you hear something, baby? Did you hear something? And then she settles back in.
Careful, that's a wampa.
And then a few minutes later, boom, she does it again. I went, okay, fuck this. I took the headset off and I left the lobby on this game. And I just sat there with her and I waited, and then I heard it. It's a very specific sound. The sound of fabric being dragged across the edge of a cardboard box. Again, another distinct sound. I got up and went right into that bedroom because I heard it come from the bedroom. I went in there, no open boxes, no sealed boxes, no cardboard boxes. And I looked for mouse holes. I looked for all sorts of shit. Nothing. And when Zoe got home, I said, all right, I give up, baby. This house is haunted. It's haunted. And it freaked her out so much. She kept seeing stuff that she wouldn't sleep in the back bedroom, and she took that bedroom.
How old was she?
She was about 14.
Ah.
Right before we moved to Phoenix. And it just freaked her out. I said, baby, there's nothing to be scared of ghosts. They can't fucking hurt you unless they're poltergeists. Then they can kill you. She's like, what? Wait, I'm just kidding again. But they possibly could. We don't know.
I'm surprised
a terrible person.
she turned out so well with you as a
I'm
father.
such a terrible human being with my humor.
Oh, yeah. You are.
Like just like, because I always got to go dark with my humor. And she did. She turned out pretty good, considering. And so, hey, I want to thank Snorty for being here. First one in the house. Soundwave Comics in Somerville, South Carolina is where Deleted went today shopping. Did you get any comics today, Deleted?
Oh, yes, I did.
Let's see what you got.
Okay. Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm going to thank everybody. Bone, thanks for joining us today. Glad you joined the show. Hope you come back. Hope you sign up to watch the show regularly. Gambit, as usual, thanks for being here, buddy. Penny, Zax, the Peter Vickman fan site, Vickman's Girl. Vincent DeLeon, thank you for joining your show today. I hope you had a good time. Hope everybody had fun today. And of course, Connie Cleary, as always, it's good to see you. Glad you guys could be here. And are you ready now, Deleted? Did I give you enough time?
Just a sec. All right. I'm busy dumping everything off the table here. All right.
I gotta turn on my gender filter that makes me look like an old man.
I'm elderly.
Elderly.
There's kids off my lawn.
Yeah.
All right. Walking Dead episode. Listen to me. Episode issue 121.
Nice.
You got the Williamson Milana Lothridge G.I. Joe number 11.
Al Williamson?
Joshua Williamson.
Oh, okay.
Got Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger. It's Spawn is a Western.
Wait, who wrote that?
Palmiotti.
Okay, I don't know him. A friend of
Jimmy
mine
Palmiotti.
that we used to be friends. I don't think he likes me anymore because of my politics. And he wrote a gunslinger series. I can't remember what the title was. I don't want to say his name because I don't want people. He's been a guest on the show a couple of times, but I think he got too much of a taste of me calling bullshit on some of his liberal ideas, and I think he said, "Well, I don't want to be around people that call bullshit on stuff I say." Was that it for your comics today?
There's a few more. I got the Seasons, which is from the creator of Deadly Class.
Nice.
Dick Tracy.
What?
Dick Tracy.
Oh.
Yep. There's a new one that takes place during the Cold War. It's called No Man's Land. And there's all the different covers for it.
Nice.
And this one I've been curious about. I don't have all of them because it goes back a ways. It's a series called The Sixth Gun. And this is the new storyline.
Who created that?
Colin Bunn.
That's him. That's him. That's
the
series. He's the guy that I think got sick of my being conservative.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Good writer.
Anyway,
though. I do like his writing. We've had him on the channel. Keith and I have had him on because we've known him for a long time. He and I've done we've done panels together where you go and explain about what it's like working on comics. So yeah, Colin Bunn, that's the dude. Nice guy, but I don't think he likes me.
Well, I don't want to go down that road because we'll be here for another 2 hours. But yeah.
I have a thing.
It's a bit of a minefield talking to people these days.
Yeah, people not liking me, I'm okay with it. I really don't give a shit. And now I said it the other day with Zach's because I was afraid some of the people over on his channel didn't like me. And he goes, "No, they fucking love you. Are you kidding?" I'm like, well, they never talk to me. They never invite me to anything. I just assume they just don't like me. They're like, "No, they love you." And I went, "Oh, okay. All right." So I come on the show.
They like you as long as you're not on their show.
Yeah.
And up until recently, a lot of it is trolls, because it's like, well, we're going to have your channel taken down and hey, how dare you say that and all this. And I'm like, well, you know what? My subscriber count is going up. So.
Same with ours. They've tried.
Slowly.
YouTube has tried to do damage to us and it's still not working because we're getting good viewership and we're getting new subscribers. Slowly it trickles in.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I just hope people want to stick around because I think it's a fun show, no matter what. We're talking about love of one thing, movies, or even good TV shows. So, guys, if you want to go to Deleted Scenes channel, here you go. You can sub here.
I am one subscriber away from 5,200. So I'd like to hit that.
All right,
sometime.
Somebody do this right now so he can go. So he can, because if he's anything like me, I'm OCD and on the spectrum. That one would be driving me nuts.
Oh yeah, he can't go to sleep unless he gets.
I've got to have it even. I have to have even. Everything needs to be even. Drives me up a wall. Thank you, Gambit. Well, I like you guys too. I say it all the time, and I mean it. We got one of the best chats going. In fact, in my opinion, the best chat. But what's funny is a lot of our chat is shared with like Deleted Scenes. A lot of you guys come from there or you went there, because of who we hang out with. I have a small group of people I like hanging out with. And I haven't had a blow up in a long time on the channel. because some people weren't invited back, and it doesn't mean I didn't like them. I still like them. I just don't want to do shows with them because they frustrated me. And poor Delita was here the day that I exploded on everyone, and the exact words I said after the show ended. The credits ended and we were just in the lobby. The words I said, and I guarantee you, Delita, you're going to remember this. The first words I said is, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, that's pretty much.
And Baron, poor Baron, was like, "Is he talking to me?" Everybody was like, "Is he talking to me?" I'm like, "No, I was talking to two specific people." And I get really annoyed at people doing while we're all talking or discussing something, that while somebody's talking, somebody else has their camera on and they're doing show and tell. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's already ADD theater. Okay, you are really pushing it when you do that. And I've gotten mad at friends for doing it. Like, please don't do that. And I got mad about one person, but the other person was fucking drunk and high during the show, and it just fucking kept interrupting people, talking loud. And I fucking lost it.
All of these things you pointed out multiple times. You're like, these are the few rules that we have. You don't do that, and you don't
get high or drunk on the show. The only time I didn't get angry about it was because he didn't know he was drunk until it was too late.
Oh, Pope. Yeah.
Pope was celebrating that he got fired. He got fired from his job, so he was celebrating and didn't realize that he had downed pretty much almost half a bottle of I think Jack Daniels, and it hit him about halfway through the show.
Yes. Because he started the show completely lucid.
Yeah.
He was perfect, and then boom.
Yeah, it was like boom, 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 nailing it. And it was funny, but I felt bad because I'm like, oh my God, he didn't know he was getting drunk. Oh shit.
No,
and
he must have drunk that in a short amount of time, and then it takes time, and then it kicks in like boom.
And it kicked in,
yeah.
And we're about 1 hour into the show, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to end the show early because I don't want to embarrass. I don't want to embarrass him.
But he realized and muted though, so
he muted and fell asleep. He stayed on the show the rest of the show, unconscious, but he was muted.
That's more than Keith is doing. Keith is just falling asleep without muting, and then you hear him snore.
Keith doesn't take care of himself, is why. Keith doesn't get enough sleep.
Yeah. No.
And I worry about him about that shit. But he'll do it. He'll be like on a show, and I'll even, he's done it on camera. Like,
oh yeah, I've been there.
And then you hear it. You were there the last time it happened. It just happened on his show.
Yeah, and last week.
Martin, you had to mute him. That's so fucking funny, man.
But Ben can carry a show, but I was hoping that he would wake up and come back, but he didn't.
Yeah, and by the way, I hope everybody caught yesterday's show. The Chief is back, and I'm so happy he's feeling better.
Oh yeah, we all are. Anyway, what about rapping?
Yeah, I've already said thank you to everybody. I was just going through these last comments. Keith and Sammy. And laughing. Okay. So once again, how did you go over? Deleted?
I'm sorry?
Your numbers? Did you go over? You just needed one more?
Let me very quickly go over and check. No, still at 51.99. Because I think everybody here is already subbed to me, I think.
No,
well, that's just it. We all share so much of the same audience. You know,
I think they wait until we are not live anymore, and then they're going to hit the subscribe to make it.
Yeah, I went and looked. I'm already subbed on all my accounts that I manage. So I'm already
I only
subbed.
have one, so you'll get it.
Martin's the holdout. He's not subbed yet. He's like, well, I don't really like deleted scenes.
I told you not to tell him that.
Oh, damn it.
You're such an ass, Gary.
I know.
Let it be a quarrel between us then.
That's why. Allow this to be a quarrel between us and slap. I love those stories. I'll talk about that some other time, because back in the days of knights in shining armor, they didn't do the slap thing. They just threw down their gauntlet, because if you tried to slap somebody with that, you'd probably kill them.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, guys, fun hanging out. I love this movie. If you've never seen this movie, fucking watch it. It is a modern neo-Western.
Yeah.
And I just love this movie. And it has one of my top 10 favorite shootouts in a movie. That scene, when it fucking happens, man, it's fucking insane. And that took a lot of training to do that scene correctly. And I guarantee you, each person was trained exactly what they're supposed to do. And fuck. And even when you do something, that's the thing about good shootouts in movies. Even when you do the smart thing, you still might fucking die. That's why they're scary. So anyway, don't forget to leave a comment after the show ends. It helps with the algorithm. And I got to tell you, Gambit, you leave some of the best fucking comments. Penny, all you guys do. I love your comments, but Gambit just knocks it out of the park. Tom does too, by the way. I like his comments too. But Gambit fucking puts in those fucking times to let you know what moment he's talking about.
Yeah, just don't shit on me anymore, Gambit, okay?
Gambit, you shit on her and me all you want, but just remember, you want our love too.
Fuck you, Gary.
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Everybody, have a great middle of the week, and we will see you again on Friday. But Martin will be here tomorrow with Keith, I'm assuming. And I'm too lazy for all that, leaving comments.
That's okay.
So, but thanks again, guys. Don't forget, this episode is brought to you by Backdoor Beaver.
Oh my God. I could have lived without seeing that for one day.
Sorry, baby.
Or as one of our favorite characters would say, oh my God.
Just remember, Beaver's got a beav. Beaver's got a beav.
Fuck that.
Matt Damon.